Perhaps one did not want to be loved so much as to be understood. We know that no one ever seizes power with the intention of relinquishing it. If you want to keep a secret, you must also hide it from yourself. In the face of pain, there are no heroes. Doublethink means the power of holding two contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously and accepting both of them. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Every generation imagines itself to be more intelligent than the one that went before it, and wiser than the one that comes after it. We shall meet in the place where there is no darkness. The best books are those that tell you what you know already. The creatures outside looked from pig to man, and from man to pig, and from pig to man again. But already it was impossible to say which was which. The most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. But if thought corrupts language, language can also corrupt thought. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Political language is designed to make lies sound truthful and murder respectable, and to give an appearance of solidity to pure wind. Perhaps a lunatic was simply a minority of one. Until they become conscious, they will never rebel, and until after they have rebelled, they cannot become conscious. Power is in tearing human minds to pieces and putting them together again in new shapes of your own choosing. Reality exists in the human mind and nowhere else. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4. If that is granted, all else follows. Big Brother is watching you. It's a beautiful thing, the destruction of words. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. The choice for mankind lies between freedom and happiness, and for the great bulk of mankind, happiness is better. I enjoy talking to you. Your mind appeals to me. It resembles my own mind, except that you happen to be insane. People sleep peaceably in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf. We do not merely destroy our enemies, we change them. Nothing was your own except the few cubic centimeters inside your skull. Orthodoxy means not thinking, not needing to think. Orthodoxy is unconsciousness. If you want a picture of the future, imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. On the whole, human beings want to be good, but not too good, and not quite all the time. Confession is not betrayal. What you say or do doesn't matter. Only feelings matter. If they could make me stop loving you, that would be the real betrayal. Sanity is not statistical. Men can only be happy when they do not assume that the object of life is happiness. One does not establish a dictatorship in order to safeguard a revolution. One makes the revolution in order to establish the dictatorship. All the war propaganda, all the screaming and lies and hatred, comes invariably from people who are not fighting. There was truth and there was untruth, and if you clung to the truth even against the whole world, you were not mad. Your worst enemy, he reflected, was your own nervous system. At any moment the tension inside you was liable to translate itself into some visible symptom. Man serves the interests of no creature except himself. There are some ideas so absurd that only an intellectual could believe them. He wears a mask, and his face grows to fit it. Let's face it, our lives are miserable, laborious, and short. At 50, everyone has the face he deserves, If people cannot write well, they cannot think well, and if they cannot think well, others will do their thinking for them. In philosophy, or religion, or ethics, or politics, 2 and 2 might make 5, but when one was designing a gun or an aeroplane, they had to make 4. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle. If you kept the small rules, you could break the big ones. The greatest enemy of clear language is insincerity. Every war, when it comes, or before it comes, is represented not as a war but as an act of self-defense against a homicidal maniac. Can you not understand that liberty is worth more than just ribbons? We are the dead. Our only true life is in the future. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. If there really is such a thing as turning in one's grave, Shakespeare must get a lot of exercise. If both the past and the external world exist only in the mind, and if the mind itself is controllable, what then? We are all capable of believing things which we know to be untrue, and then, when we are finally proved wrong, impudently twisting the facts so as to show that we were right. A people that elect corrupt politicians, impostors, thieves, and traitors are not victims, but accomplices. It is curious how people take it for granted that they have a right to preach at you and pray over you as soon as your income falls below a certain level. Stupidity was as necessary as intelligence and as difficult to attain. The distinguishing mark of man is the hand, the instrument with which he does all his mischief. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. The end was contained in the beginning. Man is the only real enemy we have. Remove man from the scene, and the root cause of hunger and overwork is abolished forever. The stars are a free show. It don't cost anything to use your eyes. I hate purity. I hate goodness. I don't want virtue to exist anywhere. I want everyone to be corrupt to the bones. In general, the greater the understanding, the greater the delusion. The more intelligent, the less sane. The past was erased. The erasure was forgotten. The lie became the truth. The real division is not between conservatives and revolutionaries, but between authoritarians and libertarians. Everyone believes in the atrocities of the enemy and disbelieves in those of his own side, without ever bothering to examine the evidence. Power is not a means, it is an end. Those who control the present control the past, and those who control the past control the future. If there is hope, it lies in the prose. So long as I remain alive and well, I shall continue to feel strongly about prose style, to love the surface of the earth, and to take a pleasure in solid objects and scraps of useless information. George Orwell, born Eric Arthur Blair, was an English writer and journalist known for his strong political views and works that reflect his concerns about totalitarianism and the erosion of individual freedoms. His most famous novels include 1984, a dystopian depiction of a totalitarian regime where government controls every aspect of people's lives, and Animal Farm, an allegorical tale about the Russian Revolution and the dangers of authoritarianism. Orwell's writing is characterized by his clear and lucid prose, and his insightful critique of political systems and power structures continues to resonate with readers around the world. Besides his novels, Orwell was also an accomplished essayist, tackling a wide range of subjects including social inequality, class distinctions, and the corruption of language. He left a lasting impact on literature and has left behind an enduring legacy as one of the most important writers of the 20th century.